creepy home alone horror stories. Section Story 1. Someone already knew the house. I was 21 when this happened. My parents had gone out of town for the weekend to celebrate their anniversary. It wasn't a big deal. I'd stayed home alone dozens of times before, and our neighborhood was the kind of place where people forgot to lock their cars without worrying about it. The plan was simple: order food, watch a movie, go to bed. Saturday had been completely normal. I cleaned the kitchen, walked the dog around 6, and spent most of the evening playing games in the living room. Around 9, my parents called to check in. "You remembered to lock the doors?" "Yeah." "The back door too?" "I know, Mom." She laughed. "We'll be home tomorrow afternoon." After we hung up, I locked the front door again, just to make sure. I checked the sliding glass door in the kitchen. Deadbolt locked. Everything was fine. Around 10:30, it started raining. Nothing heavy, just enough that you could hear water tapping against the windows. I turned the TV down because I thought I heard something outside, probably a trash can blowing over. I looked through the front window. Nothing. The streetlights reflected off the wet pavement, and the whole neighborhood looked empty. I shrugged and went back to the couch. About 15 minutes later, my dog, Cooper, suddenly lifted his head. He wasn't barking, just staring toward the hallway. It was strange, because Cooper barked at everything. Delivery drivers, squirrels, people walking dogs outside. But this time, he stayed perfectly still. I called his name. He didn't move. Finally, he stood up, walked halfway down the hallway, stopped, and quietly walked back to me with his tail tucked between his legs. That bothered me more than if he'd barked. Still, old houses make noises. The heater kicked on, the pipes expanded. I convinced myself that was all it. Around 11, I got hungry and went into the kitchen. As I reached for a glass, I noticed one of the cabinet doors was open. I was almost certain I had closed it earlier. I shut it without thinking much about it. People forget little things, and I definitely do. Then I noticed something else. The back porch light was off. I always left it on at night because my dad insisted it discouraged people from coming near the house. Maybe the bulb had burned out. I flipped the switch. Nothing. I looked through the glass door. Rain covered most of the view, but I could still make out the backyard. Everything looked normal, except I could not shake the feeling that someone had been standing just beyond where the light should have reached. I stood there for a few seconds, trying to see through the rain. Nothing. "You need sleep," I muttered. Cooper still refused to leave the living room. Around midnight, I decided to head upstairs. Halfway up the stairs, I heard a soft sound behind me. Click. Not loud, just click, like a door latch settling into place. I froze. I listened. Silence. I walked back downstairs. The front door was locked. The kitchen door was locked. Every window looked fine. Nothing seemed out of place. I even checked the laundry room. It was empty. Feeling ridiculous, I laughed to myself. I was scaring myself over normal house noises. That had to be it.